And I saw it in the under 48 kilograms before the last Olympic Games, and we had junior Brazilian world champion, and she came through over a 3-year period, developed and won the Olympic title 3.5 years later, you know, and that's what Garrigos is trying to do. Francisco Garrigos going for a European senior medal, and like you say, full of tenacity, used to winning, fighting Amиран Papinashvili. Papinashvili, though, a former European champion himself, world medalist, he's been here before as well, and so this will be a massive scalp for Garrigos if he can get it.
Well, as the age or youth versus experience, just 27, well 27 for Papinashvili and 20 years old for this young man, but he's full of fire and he's
full of it.
He loves himself. He's got that bit of confidence about him.
He does. It's a kind of a fine line, isn't it, between a little bit of arrogance and obviously confidence.
I think in individual sports it's a line you have to tread, because you have to believe in yourself more than anyone else.
I agree with you 100%. He's certainly going to take the fight to Papinashvili. He'll have to watch the drop. Yoko Satamiwaza, the side takedowns that can score, and Papinashvili scores so often with. So he'll just have to be a little bit careful with that.
That's the Georgian in white and the Spaniard in blue, but who's going to be bedecked in bronze at the end here. Still got 4.5 minutes. They're literally just finding the first bits of information. Will they be familiar with each other, having...
Absolutely. I mean, certainly Garrigos will have done his homework, and the thing is, Papinashvili will have be very aware that the junior world champion is out there to prove something. We see quite often the juniors coming through and just causing havoc, really, because I mean, you know, you don't train with them, you've not seen them before, of course, so it's fresh meat, really.
Absolutely. And also there's another element to it, some subtleties and changes in the rules. So if you're a bit older, you have to adapt, but if you're new, they're just the rules. You don't know any different.
No, exactly. That's a really good point. And I've got to say that the top guys adapted very, very easily and very well to the rules. I mean, massive changes really in as that you couldn't grab the legs, but judo was starting to look more and more like wrestling and Greco-Roman. So what they've done is they've taken away the leg picks, and they've taken away any touching of the legs as a direct attack or as a defense or as a combination, so you can't do it. Upset a lot of people, I've got to say, but I think generally the best fighters have adapted well, and it's working well, of course, for the development of stand-up technique for the youngsters.
Yep, quality counts, but just straying off there, Shido's a piece, and there is one more for the Spaniard Francisco Garrigos.
Yeah, he's a little bit too easy on the line, and he's ambled off there. I think he's a little bit afraid of the technique of Papinashvili, and that's why he's backing up. So he wants, if it's a big attack and it goes off the area, mate's called, they come back to the middle, and that's what happens a lot, and that's why they're so strict now on the edge play. And what they've said is that 2 feet go out, or if you push somebody purposely out, then you're going to get penalized. So stay in the middle, fight in the yellow bit.
Well, it all sounds very simple and straightforward, but far from it. Anything done well looks easy, as the Georgian Papinashvili just drags his opponent across the mat there.
Yeah, they're not even halfway yet, but certainly he's saying, well, I'm going to take charge here. I've just got a junior. He's just out the juniors. But it doesn't make any difference when you're out there in the middle of that yellow area.
And there's always a creeping realization when you think, oh, this is not as easy as I thought it was going to be.
No, exactly. And you know immediately, we were talking about it earlier, about when the realization kind of hits home. It's when you grip up with somebody and then you can feel the danger through the jacket. The jacket, of course, is so much a part of our equipment. And the gripping strategies that you can stop somebody from attacking by being first in with the grip, and then you can initiate your own gripping and your own throwing by dominating the grip. And that there was a counter-attack from Papinashvili. He gets the ippon, and that was made easy. And Garrigos made a mistake, actually. It was hand-assisted, and it was what we call tewaza. So he just took him down there. Garrigos committed, and Papinashvili just used his hand to direct him down onto his back. It was a beautiful bit of action-reaction, and Papinashvili has yet another European medal.
A wonderful bronze for the Georgian. Perhaps a little bit of over-enthusiasm there for the young Spaniard. He will live to fight another day. But a popular win and a nice embrace from the two men. Amíran Papinashvili, winner by Ippon. And it just shows you how quickly things turn around. And he's managed to seal that bronze medal. Deservedly so. But just a little bit of over-exuberance there from Garrigos.
Like you said earlier to me, that you know, it is how quickly it can just go, and it's away from you. And I had one of my Olympic finals did exactly that, big mistake, and after winning, you know, all the way through the contest, and you know, it's nothing you can do about it.